they sold us these products and their service was horrible. So I just would like for somebody to step up with Lowe's and do better management with this and listen to their customers when they need some service. Because I spend a lot of money with them, and I was willing to even pay for somebody to come and fix this, and they wouldn't even let me. I had bought some appliances, which included a refrigerator, a washer and dryer, when I moved into my new house. They outsource a company, Lowe's does, when you purchase it from the company, for somebody to install it if you don't have anybody to install your appliances. So it took me a while for that appointment to go through to even get installed originally. And when they came here to install things, I had to make sure that everything was complete at that time, because a lot of things were loose in my refrigerator. The handles were not correctly installed of the refrigerator. Certain things that were supposed to be in place inside the refrigerator was not in place. They got my washer and dryer done. And with my washer and dryer, it was a quickly install. And there's one thing I cannot check, which is behind my washer and dryer, if all the hoses are attached correctly, or if they're tight, or if there are any leaks, or if such thing is in place. So I totally relied on them doing a great job on this. And I'm a single mom, and it's not something I have as somebody I can rely on, a husband or a handyman that could just make sure everything was in place. So I asked them before they left, are you sure that all the hoses are tight, everything is in place? And they guaranteed it, that everything was right. So after a little bit over 3 months, I got a phone call from my daughter and at work, and I was working on the weekend, and she was devastated. She normally never calls me. And she said, it's leaking from the back. And I quickly told her, get this turned off, the water that's going to the washer. And she was just in panic, because where do I do this? This is all new to her, where all of these particular gadgets are behind the washer. And she FaceTimed me quickly, and we had already had a ton of water that had leaked from the hoses and on the floor. And it was actually coming exactly from those loose hosing that's going directly to my washer. But she got it stopped. She turned it off, and she had to work the entire day on trying to clean this up and making sure everything was getting dried. And we had to get a heating portion onto the area so it wouldn't damage anything. And it leaked out to my garage from the laundry room too. So she really did a great job in trying to complete this whole tasks, all the tasks. And I then did not want to use the dryer or washer until somebody came to look at all the stuff, that it was in place, hosing was in place, that it was tight. So I could not do I could not utilize either one of them. I didn't want to until this got fixed. I tried to set up an appointment, and it was forever before I could get an appointment in the first place. So I had to go through the warranty department, because what the issue was through Lowe's, that they would not be responsible for even sending somebody out to take a look at this particular problem, because it was after 24 to 48 hours, they were not responsible for this any longer. And I said, can I not have somebody come and look, and I'll pay for it? I will tell you, I can have somebody pay for it, or I can have somebody pay for so they can take care of it, because I do need to start getting some clothes washed. I mean, I had everything sitting there waiting and for weeks and at that point in time. And no, they would not allow me to get somebody from Lowe's to come and take a look at this or me to pay for it. We went through the warranty department and it was forever before somebody could come out. And they would not come out at a good time that I could rush home from work and be there by 4:00. It had to be a time limit between 12 and 5, they said. So I finally got an appointment 4 weeks after that. So that was 4 weeks of not even utilizing the washer and dryer. I am rushing home. That company is trying to contact me. They're on their way. I said, I will be there. I will be leaving at 3:30. So do not leave if you're on your way. They said they had tried to call me. I was driving, so I could not answer that phone call. And within 10, 15 minutes of 3:30, they had left my site. And I was not happy because now I had to go in that whole cycle again, trying to get somebody to come out. And when would the next appointment be? And they could not guarantee any appointments from GE. There was GE that was taking care of this. But Lowe's would not be responsible because they said the warranty department should do it, even though Lowe's sold me those hoses. They had somebody install it. And technically, the warranty company should not be responsible for this washer and dryer because it's nothing to do with the washer and dryer itself. It's all the hosing in the back. So Lowe's will not be responsible for their portion of this entire purchase I had done, even though I spent 15,000 of worth of appliances with the company. So that's what happened. So what happened then, I could get an appointment in January. Listen, so this is not, I could get an appointment in January here, and I could schedule that through that warranty department again and go through this whole cycle again for them to come out. And I say, don't leave. I'm going to be here and possibly wait for something not to happen again. So I decided I am going to contact a friend of mine who can take a look at all this. And he took a peek at all the hosing in the back, and it was so loose that even a pressure of water could not have loosened it at that point in time. So over those months I have used it, he guaranteed with me, he says, under no circumstance was it the pressure of the water or something else that caused this. It was simply a defect from Lowe's. They did not have the right team coming to fix this correctly and putting the hoses on correctly. And it could have damaged my flooring and everything else in my new house if my water had not gotten turned off by my daughter. If I had left this running and gone to work, I would have come home to a lot more damage. So they don't, what the problem is with this company is they got to take responsibility and make sure that things get done right, because I bought these items from them. I bought the hosing from them, and they say you just have to look at the fine print. And we are not responsible for this. I just don't want anybody else to suffer the same way as I did, because I've heard the same kind of stories from numerous other people. They've had problems with this kind of service through Lowe's, and they don't give them the proper results after they have sold their products. And you spend so much money on these products. Today, it's expensive to buy these things. And it was not the right direction that they gave you to go. They try and say they're not responsible and give it to somebody else through the warranty department, even though the warranty department is not really the resolution to this. That it's fine. The washer and dryer, they're both fine. And they sold us these products and their service was horrible. So I just would like for somebody to step up with Lowe's and do better management with this and listen to their customers when they need some service. Because I spend a lot of money with them and I was willing to even pay for somebody to come and fix this, and they wouldn't even let me. It was ignorance on their part, and it was not a great customer service and a great satisfaction for me after purchasing these kind of products. So that means from now on, I am letting the word out, like I've heard from other people, not to purchase products from them. And I told them, I said, I'm going to let that word out, not to purchase from you if you give that type of customer service.